Hey guys, welcome back to the CNJ show, and I got my favorite Jimmy Juice here, my sister Meek, and we hope that you guys are having a good day today. Let's get on with this topic. Big Boogie went on live, and he was, letting it be known where he's gonna be, the shows, the tours, and what he got going on, and what he don't care about, and the dispute, and just going back and forth, and just seeing little different stuff. The issue that I have with this. And it is so crazy because for me, it's like, okay, you mean to tell me everything should mean something to where you want to keep and hold on to what you have. Like it means just that much. Like I'm not gonna lose what I have over some foolishness because of he said and she said, and even if you can say whatever, I can get things done silently instead of being so loud, or I can even bypass some things. But I do believe that everybody is not born with a silver spoon. So if you're not like Will Smith and you got like, okay, his son, he's do his little rapping thing, the model, he does different things, okay? He was born into that. You got T.I.'s son, they was born into this with wealth. They was born into this. But when you are not born in that same light, that means you have just as much to fight for. And I don't mean I'm fighting for what's mine with a gun. You should have just that much. Like, listen, I love my mom. I love my grandparents, my dad. I love whoever had to raise me. But the train stops at me with success. I have a talent, and I let the world know it, and I actually want to be heard, and I have a chance and opportunity to make it. And what you're telling me is you lose sleep. You try to do these videos, you do whatever you could do to get noticed. And you mean to tell me when you finally get noticed, it takes a second to lose it? Over what? You see, I don't think these guys be understanding. And I understand having that young juice in your venom, and it's in your veins, and it's like, heck, now ain't nobody gonna disrespect me. I'm about that life. I'll put you to sleep, and I'm gonna do this. Listen, sometimes when you talk, people listen. They do. And you got your cheerleaders in the background. You saying that this person wear your chain, and some of them didn't agree, because I noticed like they was really quiet at that part. Like, oh, what are you talking about? And he said, well, we all, they stuff, my stuff, whatever the case may be, and where you're gonna be. If I was a rapper and I was a dude, I would be terrified, and I'm being serious. I would be so scared after seeing King Von pass in the way that he passed, after seeing FBDG FBG Duck. I always have a thing where I be saying too many letters with him. But after seeing Duck pass, now his really got to me. And then seeing Mo 3 pass. Mo 3's in a broad daylight. Broad daylight. Early in the morning on the I and the highway. 9 something in the morning. You know what just happened? It was almost like somebody switched out his gun. Now, by the time he get ready to understand and recognize what's going on and gets out the car, because these people wanted him so bad, there's no way I'm stopping in the middle of no I. I'm not doing it. In the middle of no highway to get a gun. But he knew, okay, I have to get to my gun, because if I don't drive by, they're going to get me, and I can't let that happen. But it jams on him. And so we lose a talented man for what? And then you got King Von, the same thing. Okay, you wasn't really even feeling it that day. That night you wasn't feeling going, hanging out and going to this club. You really kind of didn't want to do it. You wasn't even acting like yourself. It's almost like you kind of knew a little bit of something. And you went. And you went out the door. They circle back around. We do this. But it wasn't the same. Now, okay, you're going. And like I said, Doug's song hurt me the most because I actually seen the whole full video with this man. And he's getting up. His body is moving and it's jerking. And he's trying to just get up out of whatever the pain and whatever he was in, but also trying to make it. Now, if you ever been hurt before, which we ain't, if you ain't never been shot multiple times on that, I haven't. I can't explain to nobody how that feels. But I can say what he was going through from seeing it. And from the time that you have the emergency, you have the ambulance comes at, let's just say they came about 9 o'clock. It maybe took them maybe about a good 10 to 12, 15 minutes to get there. When you've been shot multiple times and he's going, his body is going into shock and he's just, body is moving. Even up until the point where they got him and got him off the floor and put him on the stretcher. He still was trying because it was something to hold on to. And even let's go back further. Even with Tupac, he had to tell his cousin and girlfriend at the time, like, okay, no, y'all stay in. We're gonna be back. Hold on, wait a minute. We coming back up. We gonna do something. Hold on, I'm coming back. Y'all stay in here. Even with that, this whole shootout and all of the rest of this stuff, listen, I'm going to say this. We all say some people say we're not afraid. I'm not afraid to die. And I'm not afraid of anything. And we're not whatever. But see, it hits differently when you get shot. Because a lot of stuff comes to you. Young Dolph and I don't even know with him. Just going there to go get his mom. He loved this cookie shop, but he was going to get his mom some cookies. And I don't think people understand. You can be about a life, but when that time actually comes, and you're in the crossfire and you get shot and you can honestly feel yourself going. Because it's something that and you begin to bleed out and your mind have to think about X, Y, and Z before it goes to I'm trying to stay and survive. You actually get a chance to think about who you're not going to see no more. And it's crazy to sit there because now we made a video and my sister said something. She was like, it's like death is not enough. Because now you have the guys that even come to the funeral and want to shoot up the body in the funeral. As if they don't believe that they did. Like, okay, no, we didn't kill them. Let's just double check. And it goes out the funeral. Like, I've never seen so much of disrespect in my life. And I've never seen so many people that are so bold to say what they're willing to do and not do. And you have this. For what? I don't get it at all. But one thing, I'm just going to say this. It's a couple of rappers that's y'all sliding on some thin ice with your moves that you're making. I don't know what this thing is about. I understand. I get it. But once you make it, why don't we be let's make it to be motivational speakers and leave the junk alone? Because if something goes on and it happens, now the police got this video to go back and look at, and it's where you're saying you don't care. You're gonna get them. You don't care about none of that. You're willing to do whatever it is you need to do. Does it make sense? No, it does not. It's a hurting thing when you're looking at it like, well, dang, almost everybody that you have to listen to didn't pass, and these are young men. Like I don't get it. It's crazy. Shoot, we didn't even have all this stuff going on. The only thing we had was Tupac and Biggie, and that was it. Dude, I mean, and nobody wasn't trying to do all that rest of the dumb stuff, and nobody was talking about it. Now everybody speak on where they're gonna be. You don't have to be scary to have common sense. Like I don't get it. Common sense ain't common sense no more. But guys, that is it. I don't even know what to say about it. And I honestly, if I was white, I would truly just say, hey, what's the big deal? They want to say Black Lives Matter. How? How do it matter when they do this? They don't care about their own, but they just don't want us. They just don't want us to beat on them. But they do it to each other all the time. I get it. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? They can say whatever they want to say. They don't care about their own people. They don't care about their own selves because they're willing to kill each other over a street name that don't belong to you, over a group that's made up. It's a gang that's made up. I don't care what nobody say. It is a made up group name that was formed because it's not licensed. Is it a licensed group? It's a group name. It's a group gang that was made up. And we're fighting for all of this. We're fighting for who got the most money, who had sex with who baby mama, who did this, who, like, all of this other kind of stuff. I just don't get it. Like, it's just ridiculous. I really don't. And at the end of the day, Black Lives Matter only to certain people. Because until it can matter to our race, until we can get some people to have some common enough sense, until we can change the rap game that is not all about shooting and doing all this crazy stuff. I mean, this is what this comes to. And we got Takeda 6ix9ine. You know, I always look at his name like it's a video game. He says his locations when everybody can say he's a snitch. Then you got this one saying this and this one saying this, and it's like, okay, when is their time coming? Because you can't feel like their time is not coming with the movements. And I'm sorry, unless you are invisible in a ghost, please don't think that nobody ain't sitting back listening to what you're saying. Out of any group, out of any of these people that I just said, if I had to be scared of anybody, if I had to know or do anything like, okay, no, they is gonna be the ones. It really would be with King Von and Duck. Like, okay, you know, if they said, I know my time is coming, but their time came before somebody else's time came. And it just keep going, the ring around the road. She's ashes, ashes. Y'all need to sit down. We're at. Y'all just talk to your kids. Cause these people not making no sense. I'm just done with these groups. I really am. And I'm probably gonna have to start questioning the label company. Why are you having these people also? I know it's all about money, but why are you having these people on your label that can be like, okay, I'm giving you the money just for it to stop one day? This is crazy. We're out.